I remember how easy it was to talk to people before COVID happened. We weren't so afraid to talk to one another. Life was life-ing. I never was overthinking and questioning myself before speaking to someone. It was so much more natural to me for everyone to just interact with each other without so much thought and anxiety. I always find myself reminiscing about how life was before COVID. I think about all the good memories of me being in 6th grade in elementary school. But what made these times so special and good was that we were truly interacting and communicating with each other. When we got put into isolation, it was like life paused for a bit. We couldn't see anyone, we couldn't feel anyone, we just had our spiraling thoughts, and I became stuck in my thoughts and started analyzing myself and everything going on in my life. It was terrible. We just had phones and other technology. I hated it. I was so young. Why couldn't I just be outside, meeting new friends, truly enjoying life? Why did I end up being stuck on my phone that gave me nothing but distractions and lies? While COVID and technology has separated us more, socializing is more important than ever. Statistics tells us that 59% of US people felt that they found it harder to form relationships since COVID happened. That's a little more than half of us, and I'm so happy to talk about this topic today because it needs to be talked about. I've been thinking about how COVID and technology has changed us ever since we got the option to go in person or stay online. I chose in person because I had to. I could not stand online school. I could not stand that I couldn't interact with people. I couldn't stand that I didn't have that feeling anymore of that excitement of seeing my friends and my teachers. There was none of that. And it was so much more harder for me to learn during online school. School before COVID happened was a vibe. We were talking to anyone in whatever class we were in. It didn't matter if we knew them or not, or what friend group they were in. We were just having fun. During quarantine, it was really hard for me not to be able to interact with anyone. I really missed my friends. Their parents were too scared to let them hang out with anyone. Boston College researchers found that anxiety increased to 50% and depression to 44% in November 2020, rates 6 times higher than 2019. After researching and seeing how people felt about all this, made me realize that I wasn't alone in this unfortunate battle of sudden social anxiety and isolation. School after COVID happened was weird. We had to wear masks, we couldn't see each other's faces, we had to be 6 feet away from each other. I mean, how can we talk to each other if we are 6 feet away? No one's gonna talk to each other that far away. Everyone can hear the conversations. I really do feel like that whole 6 feet rule impacted how we communicated with each other. It became quiet in classes. That was new to me. I was used to the teacher begging us to be quiet. So after a long time of us being separated from each other in isolation, we just got kind of used to the silence. I didn't like the silence. It made me feel alone. It was so much more harder for me to make new friends and talk to new people. When I was 6 feet away from everyone, I felt that school was going to be different from now on. What played a big role in the alteration of how we interacted with each other was phones. Everyone was using technology more. We couldn't go outside and be with people and be with our friends like we used to. Phones were the only thing that could pass time. I hated that. I hated being on my phone because it was such a distraction from online school, and it made me feel lazy and less focused. I still feel like this today. I really do wish smartphones weren't invented because we would be more in the present moment. School lunch after COVID hit was different also. I would walk into the cafeteria and I would just see students glued to their phone, glued to their iPad, not talking to anyone. It was so bad that my middle school created a No Tech Tuesday. And all of you North Cougars remembered this. And basically, we weren't allowed to be on technology on Tuesdays. Students were actually upset about this rule. Like, is it really that hard to just talk to each other and enjoy lunch without staring at a screen? I never understood why students had a problem with this. It made me disappointed in what this generation turned out to be. A generation of humans that are addicted to technology. Being addicted to technology has become normal now. We were meant to be with one another on this earth. Earth gives us everything we need. When I'm trying to talk to someone and they're on their phone, it makes me feel like I can't say what I actually want to say because I know that person is so distracted, and then I have to wait for them to get off the phone, and then by that time, my thoughts have went out of my brain. We need to recognize these normalized problems that COVID gave us. We need to spend more time outside. University of Washington shared evidence that contact with nature and being outside increases happiness, better well-being, positive effect, and positive social interactions, and a sense of meaning and purpose in life, as well as decreases in mental distress. When I go outside, I feel more productive and I just feel better. I took an outdoor adventure class this year, and our teacher, shout out Coach Seeley, he helps us stay off of our phones, and I appreciate that so much because we all need a break from our phones. We all need to heal from being on our phones too much. I love that he takes us to do archery, fishing, walking in the park, and more activities. It's just so nice to just be outside. It just makes you feel better. So all of you guys should go outside more. Talk to new people. Spend time with your peers because we only live once. So enjoy what life has to offer instead of being stuck in a fake world and our phones. Life is too short to just be afraid of judgment and rejection from one another. Thank you.